Hello and welcome to another video, and this video was inspired by another video that I've seen online of another booktuber who had turned 30, and they wanted to show 30 books that impacted them a lot from growing up until 30. I don't have 30 books to show you. I just picked out some from my shelf that had not all of them are meaningful books at all, but some of the best or my favourite or most impactful that I own from the past 30 years. So yes, and in this video I have 9 books to show you, and the first one that I'm going to show you is the oldest book that I own on my shelf, and that is a combined book of Roald Dahl, the BFG, Matilda and George's Marvellous Medicine, and this was given to me about 20 years ago by a friend's friend, and I still have it. It's not in the best of shape at all, but it's a one that stuck with me for that long, and I loved Matilda the most out of all of these. But like, it's just one of those childhood things that you have this attachment to, that you know you're never gonna get rid of in a hurry. And like, and this copy is more than 20 years old, but yes, I can't get rid of this one. It's one of my favourite things in the world. It turns out this combined edition is 29 years old, so it's only a year younger than I am anyways. So it's definitely the oldest book on my shelf. And the next book that I have, I read this, I think I was in my early teens, and I haven't even completely finished the series at this point, and I keep meaning to. And this is Beyond the Deep Woods, The Edge Chronicles. This is Paul Stewart and Chris Riddle. This is the original copy that I owned. I have some of the new editions from the rest of the series, and I don't even know how to explain this, but like, I just love it. Like, it's one of those book series that is whimsical, a bit stupid, doesn't make much sense, but it's wonderful. And again, with this copy, it's brown now, the pages, like, and the pages are getting those like yellow spots as to do when they get really old, and it's just, but yeah, I don't even know when this one was published actually. Possibly 1999, this copy. So this copy is a very old copy too. 1999, this copy. I do prefer these covers though, the new ones, but still great. And the next book I only read a couple of years ago. It's another children's book by Phil Earle. It's called When the Sky Falls, and this book broke my heart. It's nearly made us cry, and it's about a young boy who is originally sent to the country with a grandparent, with his like a sibling, and his behaviour becomes too problematic and is then sent back to London where the Blitz is happening, to kind of learn some lessons with whoever's taking care of him. And someone that he encounters makes an impression, I think, on each other, and they kind of, I think, emotionally help each other, and things happen and it's quite sad. But this one has stayed with me since I've read it. And Phil Earle is local to me. He's from the northeast. He creates really good children's books that make an impact. And children and adults alike. So I will always upsell this one because it's fabulous. The next book that I read, this copy is quite old. Again, it's brown, like it's not in very good shape at all. When was this even published? 2003. This edition published 2004. It's a mass market paperback of The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown, and I read this about, I don't know if it's like 10 or 15 years ago, but probably a good 10 years ago. And it's been one of my favourite books ever since. And I also love the movie. It's just so good, and it's stuck in my head ever since. Like, I should really reread this, and this new book comes out in September, which I am thrilled about. Yeah, and like, there's no explanation of why I love this so much. I just do. It's just stuck, and I love it. The next book that I have isn't so much the book itself, but the overall series, and that is the Jack Reacher series by Lee Child. And this is a series that I kind of started reading by accident. My partner liked the look of one of the books, like 7 or 8 years ago, and a death threatened him with, if you don't read it, I will read it before you, and that's what happened. And I have been stuck since. I have been grabbed in and it won't let go. Like, they're not even difficult to read, they don't necessarily mean much, but I get excited about them, and I have someone at work who also gets excited about these, and it's nice to have someone to get excited about a book with. You know, and like a TV show, which is really good as well. So that's really fun, which I appreciate about this series. And the next thing that I have is a series that is ongoing for the past 10 years. And even though I didn't care too much about the first book, I carried on with the series, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it since. And that is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. Like, I'm so emotionally invested in this. Like, I think it's a series that will stick with me forever, like even once it's all wrapped up and completed. It's one of those series where I will buy both the book and the audiobook because I need the book in my life, but also the audio narrator is fabulous. And yeah, it's just so good. Like, the most recent one is out, but I haven't read it yet. I've got it on my desk upstairs so that it gets read to make sure I do read it. Right, so the next 3 books are all non-fiction, and the first one that I have is by Giovanna Fletcher, and it's called Letters on Motherhood. And I read this maybe a year or 2 into having my child, and this obviously hits differently once you have a child or more than one, compared to if you don't. Like, yeah, it just hit different, and it made me emotional, and it made me kind of realise that maybe I'm not doing such a bad job, because every parent has that thought, and that's fine. But yes, I do recommend this to parents, people who want to have kids, trying to have kids, or parents. You know, once you've got the children, read it after a while, and you'll get it. But yeah, there's this one. The next book is one of Miriam Margolyes's autobiographies, and like both of them are fantastic, and I've just picked this one up to show you. This one is Oh Miriam, and I love this woman. She is so crude and so loud and outrageous. Like, there is no other word for her, but she's fantastic. And I just like, I don't even know why this book specifically has stuck, but it just has. Like, it's just, she's just one of those people, and like, just yeah, I don't really have the words for it, but it just sticks. Like, occasionally you come with a book that makes no sense. Well, it does make sense. It's it's about a life, but like, the the reasons it sticks make no sense because there isn't really any, and this is one of those. And the last book that I have is the first book that's ever made me sob, and that was Richard E. Grant's A Pocket Full of Happiness. And this book kind of just looks through his, it doesn't look too deeply into his marriage, but it shows the progression of the relationship with his wife from years ago when they met up until she unfortunately died a few years ago from cancer. And it flips between like years ago to more like recently, um, throughout the relationship. And this book was lovely, but also devastating. Like, it just broke my heart because, like, he loved his wife, of course he did, but like, the grief that comes with it is horrendous. Like, and I just couldn't. I've never really got over it, to be honest. But like, and it's just not even my wife. But yeah, like, this one still sticks. I still think about it sometimes. Like, it's definitely worth the read, to be honest. Um, totally worth a look into. Like, I mean, I've liked Richard E. Grant since I was a kid because he was in a stupid film called The Little Vampire, which as a child I thought was fantastic, and like, it still is fantastic. It's utterly ridiculous, but it's again a film that sticks in my brain for no reason whatsoever. But yes, I highly recommend this. Um, Comment down below if you've read any of these, if any of them have stuck with you at all, what books have stuck with you throughout your life, and all that good stuff. Um, but I will see you very soon in another video, and thanks for watching.